And sex offenders aren't allowed to watch
No,
TV.
but now, like, let's look at Fort Dix, for example. Okay, Fort Dix, New Jersey, I was on the west side. There was 1,000 sex offenders. There was 2,500 on the west, 2,500 each of inmates. It'll fluctuate from 1,500 to 2,500. So that compound could hold about 5,000. It'll fluctuate from 5,000, 4,000, 3,000, 3,500. So usually there's 1,000 sex offenders on the west, 1,000 on the east. And they call the white ones chomos. They call the black ones bromos. And they call the Spanish ones hispomos. So, but the black ones could blend in, but when you start checking the paperwork, you find out who they are because everybody got phones. All you got to do is Google the name. So they had this one that was in my room in Fort Dix. This kid was one of the best basketball players I've ever seen. He was 40-something years old. He was ripped, great shape. And he used to complain about the phone, like because I had a phone, I was making money renting the phone out. And he used to whine so my friend goes, let's run his friggin' name. So we ran his name. He goes, because something peculiar about this guy. He would run down to the chow hall at the last minute and run back. He'll never run down when they call chow, but it's like the last minute because he couldn't sit at any table. So let's run his name. So we ran his name. Lo and behold, he was a bromo. This guy, like I said, you would never suspect it. He was living outside Y, and then he was casing out they call clickers. You know what clicker is? They download pornography. They call them clickers. And they had different levels of sex offenders. You got the clickers, the touches, you know what I mean? When you talk to a sex offender, they tell you that.
So what did you guys do to him when you guys found out?
Oh, no, well, there's so many of them. Every room has 3 or 4 of them. You can't really do it. The Lowe's is different than a pen. At a pen, they're putting the knife to them. They're getting checked in. They're getting hurt, if not killed.